Never any time to learn French? Let's see, shall we? This mini-series helps you with the no time excuse with bite-sized portions of learning in just a few minutes. Bonjour and welcome to French with me, Ingrid. Today we are talking about the letter E, E. When it comes to character frequency in French, the letter E is the winner. It is the most used vowel and it is the most used letter, and by far. So it's well worth a bit of our time. Fun fact, E is the only letter that can take all 4 accents in French. Accent grave, accent aigu, tréma, accent circonflexe. It can sound like E, E, E. And sometimes it sounds like nothing. It becomes silent. Let's start with its pure form, with no accent. 1, the letter E, without any accent, sounding like E, a little bit like in urgent. It will sound like that in one-syllable words. For instance, je, I, te, of, me, myself, te, yourself, and se, himself or herself. Or it will sound like an E if it's used at the end of the first syllable in a word. For instance, demain, tomorrow, petit, small, cheval, horse, retour, return, demander, to ask. 2, the letter E without any accent will sound like an E or E if it's followed by 1 or 2 consonants. So for instance, at the end of a word, before the last consonant, et, and, un pied, a foot, fier, proud, sec, dry, or before 2 consonants, belle, beautiful, elle, she, effet, effect, essentiel, essential, letter, lettre. And 3, the letter E without an accent will sometimes become silent at the end of a word, either in singular or plural, or as a verb ending. We wouldn't say j'aime, we would say j'aime. We wouldn't say chaise, we would say une chaise, because the E is at the end of the word and it remains silent. Weirdly, accents make it a little bit simpler. E, accent aigu, acute accent, which is this one, is pronounced E. For instance, été, summer, une série, a series, la vérité, the truth. E, accent aigu, is also used in a past tense for verbs in ER. For instance, j'ai commencé, I have started. Il est allé, he went. E, accent grave, with a grave accent, which is going the other way, is pronounced E. For example, mon père, my father, ma mère, my mother, mon frère, my brother, and a very useful little word, très, which means very. But remember, this sound can also happen in words with E without an accent. For instance, la mer, the sea, which is different from la mère, the mother. And finally, E, accent circonflexe, E with a circumflex accent, which is the little hat on top of your E. This actually denotes that in Old French, the words were spelled ES, and it can be pronounced either E or E. For instance, la fenêtre, the window, la forêt, the forest. In English, the S is actually still there. There are a few similar words, ancêtre, ancestors, tempête, tempest. And finally, the odd ones out. Very quickly, 2 cases. E tréma, in English the E diaresis is the E with the two dots on top. The two dots signify that you should separate the two vowels. For instance, Noël, Christmas, is pronounced no, L, instead of no. E is also sometimes, very rarely, pronounced A. La femme, the woman. There you go. You know all there is to know about the letter